Hello students, myself Anuradha Bhosle welcomes you all for the paper Angiosperm and Evolution. I am going to teach you credit 3, that is evolution. In the credit 3, we'll be looking towards the topic steps and preview of evolution. Before going in detail with the topic, first of all, let's go to the introduction to the evolution. Evolution is the gradual permanent change in the genome of an organism which occurs on the basis of present condition. So student, what evolution is? It is the gradual permanent change. And where does this gradual permanent change occurs? This change occurs in the genome of an organism on the basis of present conditions. So, we can simply define evolution as progressive change with respect to time. Whenever we see there is the change with respect to time is all about the evolution. But dear students, the evolutionary changes always occurs very slowly because the overall evolutionary process has two steps, that is inorganic, chemical or molecular evolution, which is also called as origin of life. Yes, the overall evolutionary process has taken place into two phases, that is inorganic, which is also called as chemical or molecular evolution, where the origin of life has taken place, and the second one is organic, which is also called as biological evolution, where the origin of species has taken place. So in inorganic or molecular evolution, let's see in detail the development of non-living matter into the living matter or evolution of non-life into life. So what we are going to see in inorganic evolution is how the development of non-living matter has taken place into the living matter, or how the non-life is being converted to the life. So during chemical evolution that occurred above 4600 million years ago, few subatomic particles they aggregated to form atom. So what has happened during 4600 million years ago? The subatomic particles they aggregated and they form the atoms of different elements. So students, these elements they evolved into simple inorganic molecules like methane, ammonia or many more, CO2, etc. So this simple inorganic molecule gave origin to the organic micromolecule. So what are these organic micromolecule? Such as amino acids and micromolecules. So these micromolecules further developed into macromolecules such as proteins by self-assembly process. So till here you have seen how the subatomic particles they aggregated to form elements of different atoms. These elements aggregated together and formed the inorganic molecules. These inorganic molecules further formed the organic micromolecules, and these organic micromolecules gave rise to the organic macromolecules. And once the macromolecules were formed, they formed by the self-duplicating method, and by the aggregation they gave rise to eobiont, that is the first living primitive system called eobiont. So what eobiont is? It is the hypothetical precursor of living organism. It is the hypothetical precursor of living organism in the chemical evolution preceding the occurrence of life. Eobiont is the hypothetical precursor in the chemical evolution which is the preceding the occurrence of life. So This eobiont evolved into the prokaryotic cells which formed the kingdom Monera. So the organic and biological evolution is the another evolutionary step where we are going to see the origin of species. So in inorganic evolution we have seen how the life is being originated, that is how inorganic molecule is being converted to the organic one, or how the non-life is being converted to the life one, or how the non-living matter is being converted to the living matter. So once the living matter is formed, that is the organic evolution has taken place. So in this organic evolution, it holds all the varied kinds of plant and animals which are developed from the earlier type, completely natural and gradual changes during the passage of time. So whatever the varied plants and animals we see today has been developed due to the gradual changes from the earlier time. So it consists chiefly the adjustment of environmental changes that takes place in a particular habitat and the origin of new ways for exploiting existing habitats. So, to product the product of the evolution in the origin of species is evolution of old species into the new species. So, what we see in the organic evolution is that once the species is formed, once the organic evolution has taken place, that is inorganic one has developed into the life form, then from there the old species starts to develop into the new species. For example, the prokaryotic development into the eukaryotic. So in our next lectures we'll be looking in detail how this development takes place and how the inorganic and organic evolution has taken place in the some diagrammatic forms. Students, you might have seen or you might have studied about the Big Bang theory, which tells us about the origin of universe. So once the universe has been originated, the origin of life also seen and the origin of species is also seen. So these were the preview of some evolutionary thoughts. Further, we will be looking in detail about the Lamarckism and Darwinism. Thank you all.